Yo, what's up everybody? Ackman here, and today we got a lot of really good news, but we also have my boy Corona in the news, and I mean, I'm hearing the facts that it might delay PS5 and Xbox Series X, and this is not coming from like any SoFlo, Antonio, or Bob or anything like that. This is coming from an investment bank. People who make billies. And speaking of making billies, a couple of days ago EA made like $1 billion based off of microtransactions, and experts were like, who are these people buying microtransactions? But then today, just like a couple of minutes ago, Activision came forward and they announced that they made $3.3 billion just off of microtransactions alone. And I mean, damn. Kiss your dreams of experiencing video games monetization or microtransactions free goodbye. But we did get a lot of good news. I mean, Shinobi, even I listened to their financial call, and they said that expect more remastered games, but they're saying expect remastered games from us, like from Activision, right? So that doesn't mean just like Modern Warfare 2 remaster or Call of Duty remaster games, but the chances are pretty high, so I will be talking about it. They also were talking about Call of Duty 2020. They were buttering the investors up with how much moolah they're gonna make and stuff like that. They also said that expect more surprises with Season 2. Far Cry 6 is leaked. Some GTA news, and I just want to get right into it. If you love your mama, smash that like button, and if you're new here, I do Call of Duty and gaming news. If you're into it, subscribe. But first of all, I want to read this report, and I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked whatsoever, because I actually can see this be a reality, because this report says the following. Corona, I don't want to say the full word. I made a video on it the other day. YouTube hit it pretty hard, but my boy Corona could actually delay PS5 and Xbox Series X launch, and this sounds like a disaster. This is coming from a business insider. His name is Jeffrey, and he works at a major investment bank. And you know, you and me, when we make like $100, we happy, we're out there sipping marks, but these guys are making billies easy. And financial services company has warned that if companies are shut down for a long period of time, it will affect release schedules. And I quote, the video game sector is currently manufacturing or beginning to once in a several years product generation change for the 2020 holiday season. The note said if company shutdowns exceed a month or so, game schedules will be delayed. New console may likewise suffer supply issues from a prolonged disruption ahead of their fall 2020 planned launches. Honestly, not surprised whatsoever, because I know that a lot of you stud muffins who are living life in the six, you're like, well, Skizzle, I always wondered this, right? Sony's a Japanese company, so wouldn't they manufacture PS5s in Japan? Absolutely not. Even Microsoft, they got their literally everything. The clothes you're wearing, the clothes I'm wearing, I always wear white shirts. Duh, like white shirt YouTuber out here. But the thing is that literally everything is manufactured in China, and this is what it says. What makes this even more concerning is that while games are developed in Europe, North America, and Japan, nearly 100% of the manufacturing takes place in China, and that's where the corona. And additionally, as much as 30 to 50% of even art creation in Western games is done in the country, according to this report. So literally, in a nutshell, what this say is that like everything is being made in China, and if the country goes on a lockdown, I mean, some cities are on a lockdown. I'm not sure if the whole country is on a lockdown or not, but if it does go on a lockdown, this is a yikes. That means that like companies will be shut down, workers would be told to go home, go pound sand and stuff like that. And honestly, memes aside, that's not a good news. So if that happens, then kiss PS5 and Xbox One goodbye. Maybe it's gonna launch in 2021, but this also does say that the good time for releasing PS5 or any PlayStation or any tech is like holiday season, and we already know that PS5 and Xbox One is due for this holiday season. That's when they're gonna be making a lot of moolah. That's when they're gonna give fans a kick of dopamine and stuff like that. But if it really gets delayed, personally speaking, I don't think they will release by like March 2021 or summer 2021. They could though, I could be wrong, but what I'm trying to say here is that if they are gonna release it around a holiday season, that's when they're gonna have more sales. More sales equal moolah. More moolah equal they happy. They will be able to butter the investors up. So if it really gets delayed, maybe we would have to wait 1 year longer. And personally though, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be fine. I just want to see next gen consoles, because currently the video game industry is very dry, and we do not need Corona, man. We don't need Corona. And on the other hand, Far Cry 6 was also leaked, and it was leaked by Jason Schreier, and he says that, and I quote, anyone holding out hope for Splinter Cell is once again going to be disappointed. Sorry, it's Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. And they also had a financial call, and I personally was listening to Activision because that's the land of opportunity, that's the land of making moolah, money, everybody. So I was live streaming that earlier. If you're new here, turn those notifications on. I only do streams once a week or twice a month, so turn those notifications on. But Shinobi says that Ubisoft will launch 5 AAA games between April 2020 and March 2021, including Watch Dogs Legion, Gods and Monsters, and Rainbow Six Quarantine. The other 2 are also from Ubisoft biggest franchises. So I mean, Far Cry 6 literally confirmed I mean, it's a leak, so hold your dog, don't let them out. But Jason Schreier says the new Assassin's Creed game and Far Cry 6 by March 2021. And honestly, if the Chrono hits, probably gonna get delayed. Hopefully not though. But speaking of Activision, Shinobi says this, and even I was listening to the Land of Opportunity, making money with Activision live stream, and Activision says that they have several remastered and or reimagined titles in development that will be announced later in 2020. So several, not just like one, not a couple, right? Not just 2, but several, probably 3 and more. So I gotta be real, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered has to be in it. So kinda get excited, but kinda get excited. And personally though, I've spoken with the leaker, the guy who was inside Infinity Ward, the bug who was constantly just telling people the information. He kind of fled the scene. I'm not in contact with that person anymore. I think the gaming revolution still is, but when I spoke with that guy, he said that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is done, and a former Sledgehammer Games developer also publicly tweeted that, hey, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is done, but when Activision needs moolah, that's when they're gonna release it. He ended up deleting the tweet. I screen capped it. If I still have the screenshot, I'll put it on the screen, but the leaker said that it's done and it's gonna be releasing by June 2021. That means it's either gonna release by then or before, and now Activision saying that, I mean, it kind of makes sense. And speaking of Activision, a lot of really good news actually, because we're also hearing this, that, and I quote, "We intend to build great content for the long haul for Modern Warfare and great new content coming with Season 2. More surprises to come," he says. Now I wonder what those surprises are. Now that could be like Ghost as a skin that will cost $50. That could mean supply drops return, you know, touch wood. I don't have wood around me, so realistically speaking, memes aside, that could mean Battle Royale. That could mean literally anything though. But we have heard from leaks that it's Battle Royale, and obviously Battle Royale, it's not even a leak, it's beyond that because it was found in the game files as well. In terms of Call of Duty 2020, they say that Activision says that they don't expect Call of Duty 2020 to generate as much money as Call of Duty Modern Warfare did at launch, and this is a little bit of a shocker. And if you're somebody who's like, oh, Skizzle, I don't feel so good about it, I don't feel so good. Here's the thing though, they did say the exact same thing regarding Modern Warfare during their financial call last time, or last year around this time. And now this year they said that, well, Modern Warfare made a lot more money compared to Black Ops 4, and next year they're gonna say, well, Black Ops 5 made more money than Modern Warfare. Because I mean, I'm telling you guys, they're living the American dream. They got neurologists, they got psychologists working under them, so they know, like, they know how to butter and sauce people up, especially the investors. Investors equal most valuable human being on planet Earth. You and I, gamers, don't matter. Investors matter the most. But hey, listen, memes aside, this is good news though. I mean, obviously not that they expect less money, but it's good news. They also say this, that internally, like, the playtesters are getting a lot of dopamine shots. They're enjoying Black Ops 5 and they are really happy about Black Ops 5. That's what the playtesters saying. Am I saying that? Absolutely not. And this is something that they said last year about Modern Warfare, and honestly speaking, Modern Warfare is a good game on paper. For me personally, skill-based matchmaking, the lack of content, the lack of new maps, the lack of new, like, fun, good maps, I should say, that's kind of like what killed Modern Warfare for me. But I'm always hopeful because Season 2 is right around the corner. Hopefully we get good content, hopefully we get good maps, hopefully they tone skill-based matchmaking down. Rockstar also did held their investor call, and like I said, I was listening to Activision, making money with Activision live stream, so I wasn't able to listen to this one. But according to reports, what we heard from the Take-Two investor call is that GTA 5 made, they did 120 million sales I mean, goddamn. Red Dead Redemption 2 did 29 million, and GTA Online had its most successful Q3 ever 6 years on. And I'm gonna put this picture on the screen. Let me tell you what's up. 2013, GTA 5 did 32.5 mil. 2014 went down a little bit, nosedived, but 2015 back up 15 mil. And for 3 consecutive years, you can see 2015, 16, and 17, they did 15 million units. That's paper, that's money, that's moolah. 2018, a little bit downward move, but 2019, that kicked back up like a mofo out here, and they did 20 million. And I personally think that's because of GTA 6 leaks, rumors, and speculation. And honestly, man, speaking of GTA 6, I really don't know. Now that they're doing very well, I think they might delay it a little bit. And you guys gotta keep in mind that I fully believe that it's the next game, most likely gonna release in 2021, fall of 2021 or early 2022. But knowing the fact that Dan Houser left the company, they're making so much money with GTA 5 online, and Corona is hitting pretty hard, maybe it's gonna delay other video games, other projects, PS5 and Xbox. So I will not be surprised if GTA 6 gets pushed till late 2022 or early 2023 or even 2024 or something like that. Hopefully not, but let me know your thoughts below. And if you're low on dopamine, check out a video on the screen, like and subscribe with notifications for more. And as always, double check your doors, keep your dogs in, drink water, not G Fuel, you already know. And I will see you in the next one.